Oh, hi. Man, it is somehow already the 9th of May and I haven't started my adventure vlog at all. I'm actually about to package up a pair of earrings someone ordered. There's only one pair of these left. I am like mind blown. If any of you missed it, on the 1st of May, I did like a earring product launch in my Etsy shop, and wow, what a difference that made for the number of things I've been selling. I'm really proud of the designs, which is definitely part of it, but yeah, kind of building up to a specific date and then only having limited quantities of things it's just been almost an order every day. The first couple days it was a bunch of orders. I think I've sold like 20 pairs of earrings, and that feels really fucking cool. So yeah, that's been happening. I have everything set as ready to ship, because it is. Everything's in little packages like this. They already have their little backing cards. I just need to wrap them up and put them in the envelope and bring them to the post office. So everything is set to next day ship. I tried to put as much in my Etsy shop as I could as next day ship, because most of it is made ahead of time. The only things that are custom are the Hogwarts robes and the onesies and the hooded scarves. But I think I'm gonna make some of those ahead of time once we get into colder weather again. That's been the studio side of things this past week. I did just finish a bunch of fabric prints last night. I have a bunch of Totoros. These are going to be put into zipper pouches. 2-color Death Star things. It's Deathly Hallows. I want to play around with this one a little more. And then I did a Togepi print that I'm very excited about. I'm the most proud of that one. I made like 3 different little blocks and just kind of, yeah, made it like a little modular printing system. It's pretty neat. I'm feeling really good about the business side of things. I did also do an event on the 4th, Star Wars Day. Yeah, it was actually more successful than I expected. The weather wasn't great, and it was a first-time event. Like, this is their first time doing something like this. Last year it was just food trucks, where this year they really built it up into like a whole expansive downtown event, and I was really excited to be part of it. Hopefully that continues. And I have one more event to do this month on the 18th. I'm doing another nerd market. This will go out after that has happened. It can only be better than the last one I did. So, not the Harry Potter one. That was the best market I've ever done in my history of doing markets. But the other nerd market wasn't like a spectacular success for me. So, I think with my new items and my new setup and my new attitude on life, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that's in 8 days. Oh wow, that's coming up fast. I feel like I'm making good headway with this. So yeah, I think because I need to wait for zippers to come in for these bags I'm gonna make, and they haven't got delivered yet today, I'm gonna go for a nice long, but first I gotta wrap up these earrings and then get those sent off. I love wrapping gifts. It's such a pleasure making everything look nice and cute and neat. And yes, I don't have to do it, but I really like adding that to the things at my Etsy shop because they feel like gifts, and it just takes a little extra time and material on my end to do. And I think it makes it that much more exciting when you open the stuff. Right. No copyrighted music. Man, I'm grooving today. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm working on some Game of Thrones themed earrings. I just fucking looked at my phone for the time. It's the 10th. Oh, I legit thought today was Saturday and it's only Friday. That's a whole extra day that I have no other commitments and I can just work on my own stuff. I've been having a very hard time with keeping track of days of the week because I only work Tuesdays and Thursdays. So like Monday to Thursday, I'm pretty good, but then I have 4 days that I'm just in charge of my own schedule, and clearly, I thought it was a day later than it was. Oh, I'm so relieved. Not that I was quite to the stress point of crunch time, but I knew I had to like really stay on top of my shit to not lose my mind by the end of next week when I'm prepping for the event I have to do. Anyway, I'm scatterbrained is the point of the story. But I just finished a direwolf sketch last night because I want to do some Game of Thrones earrings for the event I'm doing next Saturday. And this is what I have so far. The crest on the actual flag and everything has all the like lines. I didn't really want to draw those because freehanding all of these wasn't too bad. Also, like, you couldn't see its ear sticking out. I just didn't like how it looked without an ear. So even though it just looks like more fur sticking out, I like how my design came out. It was literally just doing this a bunch. Not particularly complicated, but I'm very proud. I also need to just give myself fucking credit for drawing a thing. It looks like the Stark house sigil. But my internal debate is, do I add little cutouts? This will shock all of you that I'm just not explaining this very well. Okay, so you see how all of the fur lines are on here. I was debating drawing that on. I'm just hesitant because getting them all even, because these are all like nicely evenly spaced and almost look like dragon scales. They almost look like dragon scales, y'all. Have we talked about this? Is this a sign of something? Okay, anyway. But yeah, I initially thought it would look cool if I like hollowed out all the gray inside of all of the, I know they're not scales, but let's call them scales for now. I think that would be kind of neat. Also, yeah, see how the ear is like within the parameters of the drawing? The one I did. I mean, I hope you can tell that's its ear, but yeah, I thought it was cute. I don't know. I'm gonna have a cutout for where the eye is. Maybe I'll do a batch of each and see how they do. No harm in that, right? I'm gonna do this one for now, see how I like it, and then I guess I can fuck with the other one. But I'm currently working on, so I'm also doing at least a Targaryen one. I want to come up with a couple other designs and do at least like 5 as a release soon. But I figured these would be the 2 most important ones. And yeah, I got a little tail started. I really like how the little teeny tiny spikes are coming out. I just Googled like some kind of reference picture. I don't like how clumpy this one looks. Like that word keeps coming to mind when I look at this one. Probably a little more simplified and just cuter. And I need to have like all of the bits connecting into one piece so it can be like a little round pendant. Yeah, it's gonna be probably time consuming drawing this one. And yeah, I'll probably keep their heads unattached from each other. And I gotta decide what to do about the tongues because those are likely gonna break. These are all the things I have to think about when I'm designing the earrings, is like the actual utility aspect. Like, are they gonna hold up in the cut? Are they going to break when I'm coloring them? Because I have found when I do the Ravenclaw ones I drew, I need to thicken up the feet, like the little claws, because the ankle leg bit is so teeny tiny and skinny that when I'm coloring it, sometimes they snap off and then I gotta recycle that plastic rather than use it for the jewelry. Just a little insight into the designing process. But yeah, I'm excited about this. So yeah, I got some Marvel ideas coming up. Oh, there's an Infinity Gauntlet design. Maybe I'll work on that next because that's also gonna be like time consuming. I was supposed to get an order of some zippers and some fishhook findings yesterday, but they never showed up, which is frustrating. It had Prime shipping and everything, so I thought that would be better than going somewhere else that didn't have guaranteed shipping. God, what a spoiled fucking world we live in now, where it's like, oh, the thing I ordered that, 10 years ago would have taken 6 to 8 fucking weeks to show up didn't get here within 24 hours of me submitting the payment online. But yeah, I really want to make those zipper pouches and get that done. I guess because today's Friday, I can't be complaining because I have an entire extra day to work on this stuff. So maybe I'll just focus on the earrings since I can't do the zipper pouches. No point in stressing about the zipper pouches. And I still got a week to get them done. Okay, gonna just focus on the earrings. I feel like I'm like procrastinating working on the pouches by doing the earring designs. This is how stupid my brain is sometimes and how I beat myself up over things for no fucking reason. But I literally can't continue on the zipper pouches without the zippers. So the next thing on my list is the earrings. This is an appropriate allocation of my time right now, but I'm having a lot of fun working on it. Not that I don't enjoy making the zipper pouches, but that's gonna feel more assembly line style, where this is complete creative freedom and I can do whatever I want and just doodle my little heart out. So yeah, I don't know. It feels even less like work than the work I already really enjoy doing the sewing stuff. I suppose that's a good thing if I feel guilty drawing when that's like part of something that earns me income, is designing this stuff and selling it in my Etsy shop. Anyway, I just had an internal crisis. I'm going to continue listening to some Death of a Bachelor and then also get back into, there's a band, I think they're called the Oakley Dokleys or just Oakley Dokley. Amanda, you sent me the Read and Education, I think that's the name of the video. Amazing video. I'll link to it in the description if none of you have seen it, but it's like a heavy metal, death metal band about Ned Flanders, and I've never been more in love with nerds ever. So there I was, sipping my coffee, waiting for Lego Boyfriend to come downstairs so I could say goodbye to him before he went to work. And I hear, oh God, I was about to try to imitate the singer, but I can't. But I heard in the growliest, deepest, gnarliest voice, prepare for re-education, which is the chorus of this amazing song. And I just looked at him with heart eyes and was like, are you listening to the Ned Flanders thing? Because I have been meaning to show him that video since you sent it to me, Amanda, and I just kept forgetting. I was like, oh, he's gonna love it because we both grew up on The Simpsons. And yeah, he was already listening to it. He's like, oh, this is a great song, but the next best one is the White Wine Spritzer. And then he played that for me, and heart eyes once again. Thank you for showing that to me, because we got to have this adorable bonding moment this morning. It was so good. It's just such a brilliant idea, and I'm glad things like that exist. Okay, now I am actually procrastinating, and I am gonna draw some stuff. Oh, okay, so speaking of Game of Thrones, hi. I just need to like brag a little bit. I am so fucking proud of how this design came out. I've been drawing for like an hour, maybe a little more. And I added, like I did the sketch and then I, made sure it was connecting at a bunch of points. And I added a little loop for the jump ring to go through once it's made out of the plastic. But like, I drew that with my hands. With my giant hands! Oh shit! So today's still the 10th. I got cold, so I'm in a thicker layer now. But I apparently yesterday made my 50th Etsy sale. That is wild. That feels like such a big number, because not all of those were just one item. Probably most of them were single item sales. That means at least 50 of my handmade things are out in the world, and that's pretty cool. I just got like goosebumps kind of reveling in this little bit of information. I don't want to swing too much into the like everything's amazing thing, because like there's still shit going on that sucks, but I'm letting myself appreciate the positive things. Give myself more credit for how hard I've been busting my ass, because I have been. I've been working so tirelessly for months, and it's starting to pay off a little bit. It's great. I need to feel good about that. This is a much more loud and animated, at least beginning of the vlog. We still got a lot of month left here. But yeah, I know the general mood of some of my videos this year and last year were just a lot more somber, and I feel like this cloud has lifted off of me. I do also think I was probably depressed over the winter into early spring this year. I don't know, when I was in like the lowest part of it, it just felt like, oh, okay, this is just the new normal and I have to adjust to it. This is just how life is. There's a saying I very badly want to get tattooed on me because it has helped me. It's like a mantra I say if I'm going into a spiral or something, but it's this too shall pass. I think it's like an old Jewish proverb. There's a story of King Solomon. Ugh, I'm so sorry if I'm fucking that up. I think that's the story that it's about, where he has a ring or something. I actually learned about it because of the OK Go song on their album, The Color of the Blue of the Sky. I also am like only 80% sure that's the name of the thing. That particular phrasing, they say, let it go, this too shall pass, a bunch of times in that song. I watched an interview with Damien talking about it, and I didn't know that there was any backstory to it. I hadn't really heard that phrase before, and ever since it's really, really stuck with me, because it's helpful for both good and bad things. Because if there's a really great time in my life or something really cool is happening, I also have to acknowledge that that is temporary, and it helps me be more present in the moment. I feel like it helps me take advantage of those ups. And then when there's a down, it's also like, it's gonna get better than this. Like, you're not gonna stay in this forever. But I even lost that thought for a while. So I would genuinely love a tattoo that is just a reminder of it. It doesn't have to be that phrasing, but why not? I've always said I don't want words tattooed on me, but that particular phrase, yeah, has helped me through some things. Ugh. I am so frustrated with this fucking Cricut. I know other people also run into issues with it, but it's been doing this for like 20 minutes, just spinning. I have everything set up ready to go, and I also spent 15 fucking minutes, maybe even 20, arranging all of the designs because I can fit more on a mat than Cricut thinks I can. So I had to rearrange all of these myself, but it's tedious and a pain in the ass, and you really gotta like wedge everything in there. And I don't want to have to reset it. It's such a waste of time. But it's not loading anything. This program. Okay, it's 20 minutes later, but I finally got it going. I'm so tired from looking at this screen. But hey, it's doing the thing I needed to do. And then I can finally start making the earrings. It is gonna be great. And I wouldn't be able to do it without this thing. So, need to cool my fucking jets. Oh, this is gonna take a long time to cut out. So, I think I'm gonna go for a walk, actually. And that'll hopefully wake me up a little bit. Good morning. Today's the 11th. Not that she's still with us or anything, but it's my grandmother's birthday. I always feel like a very special day for me. She was always very adamant that we get her a separate, whatever it was, like handmade card, anything, whatever the gift was. It wasn't necessarily a monetary thing, but they had to be separate holidays. Was that, yeah, we had to celebrate like her birthday separately from Mother's Day, because today is her birthday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I miss the shit out of that woman. She was so funny and so smart. She got her bachelor's degree in her 70s, which is probably what I'm on track to do. So yeah, I just respected the hell out of her, still do, and I miss her a whole lot. So yeah, I always think about her extra hard on days like today. As far as shop updates, I got 600 fishhook earrings, so that's enough to make 300 pairs. I always think, oh, there's no way I'll go through this many earrings when I buy the like 180 piece boxes at the store. I always end up doing it, which means I've made like hundreds of pairs of earrings. I guess that tracks. That just seems like a lot. Bag of 2,000 jump rings, because I generally use 2 jump rings per earring. So I need 4 times as many jump rings as I do fish hooks. And I have a bunch of other jump rings that I'm trying to use up. And the Targaryen sigil came out so nice in the plastic. And these little eggs, oh god, I hope these shrink okay, because these were so time consuming to weed out. But I'm really pleased with how it came out. It looks a little bit pineapple-y, which is okay. Maybe I'll just make some pineapple earrings for the summer. Get my Stark direwolf situated also. So all of these will get a lot smaller. I can only hope they're gonna go okay. So listen, I had a weird start to the morning because woke up late. I explained all that. I went to make coffee. Didn't actually put the coffee into the pot, so I just boiled hot water for 15 minutes. We have a stovetop percolator, so it takes a long time to make. But then I decided to do an Instagram live stream while that was brewing, and while I shrank down all of the jewelry. This kind of looks like the spiral that the White Walkers make everything into, huh? I'm sure that means something, but I don't have it in me to like suss out what that could mean. Anyway, I got a fucking wagon. Yeah, Grant, thank you so much. I completely forgot we talked about wagons. If you don't know Grant Scoble, I'll link to his channel below. He's one of my very, very best friends, and he was in a G-chat with me and was asking about how an art fair went. Like, it came back to me once the wagon showed up, and I was like, oh yeah, I do recall talking about wagons. But yeah, we were up late and drinking and chatting, and he said he uses a wagon for a bunch of stuff, and I forgot. Part of that conversation was him asking what my favorite color was, and then ordering me one. Don't even have words for how thankful I am for this kind of stuff. You're so nice to me. And I don't know what I do to deserve such kind things, but thank you so much. It's gonna be so helpful for my art fairs, and when I own a herd of dachshunds, they can all get carted around in one little comfy padded spot. The other thing that happened, yeah, I got my Captain Marvel pendants sorted out. I think the eggs came out really neat. These are all gonna get painted. The only ones that I'm keeping the color of, and I fucking love how the color came out, are the Targaryen ones. So they're like a nice blood red, and that's what I was hoping for. So yeah, very cool. Oh, hey, today is the 15th of May. It's actually one of my longest friend's birthdays. So, hey girl, hey, happy birthday. He's in Spain right now, so I'm sure he's doing just fine today. It is almost 7 p.m. I have been awake since 3 o'clock this morning. I woke up at 3 because I had pee wicked bad because I drank a bunch of tea right before bed and water, and normally I lug myself back to bed and am immediately back asleep, but not today. I was just wide awake. I probably spent like 15 minutes trying to fall back asleep. Nothing was, I was so awake. So I had a mental list of stuff I needed to do today. I needed to edit and upload a video because I forgot to do it last night because I had a splitting headache all day yesterday. I don't actually know how much sleep I got. It was probably like 6-ish hours, where I'm usually like 8 to 9 person. But yeah, so I've been up since 3 and I've been working, with the exception maybe a total of like 45 minutes for meals because I made some ramen for lunch like an adult, and I had some eggs in a frame with baked beans for like a nice big breakfast. But other than, yeah, taking some time to eat and text a couple people, I've just really been focused on knocking stuff out. I had a 1.5 cups of coffee. I had 2 cups of caffeinated tea, 1 cup of decaf tea, and then I'm just finishing a 32-ounce iced coffee that I should not drink any more of. I should just switch to water because I am realizing, listing all those drinks, I haven't had any water today. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I feel very sick. I don't know that I have it in me to cook dinner. I'm a little nervous to go up a flight of stairs right now, to be honest. Yeah, this is kind of all hitting me at once. Wow. So I am gonna cut this shorter than intended because goddamn, but on top of finishing 15, I think 13 or 15 zipper bags this morning and editing a video, I also finished cutting out fabric and assembling 8 fully lined, fully reversible Hogwarts hooded capelets. I was gonna put fasteners on the front, but that will make them not reversible. Today's Wednesday, so I have 2 more days of prep work. Well, I do have to work tomorrow, so I can't really count tomorrow as a prep day. I will eventually use all the scraps to make little plush balls. I have a couple ideas for the colors I have, but the rest of this leftover fabric, there's just enough to make some more mystery bag items because I would like to get more of those. I'm all out of my Hufflepuff ones and I only have like 1 Ravenclaw and 1 Gryffindor and the rest are Slytherin. So I want to get at least a couple other houses together before the market, and those items will whip up quick, and the other mystery bag items, because I want 3 to 4 in each one. I already have the other items set aside, so that'll just take a little bit of work. Okay, I need to get food and water in me. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Oh, hi. So I actually really want to double check that I just packed up the correct pair of earrings. It has to be the right pair of earrings. Okay. I always second guess myself, even though I'm so thorough about packing orders properly, just because I have so much work history in shipping and receiving departments. I have yet to have like a hiccup, though shit happens. It's not the end of the world. I don't resent, you know, other small shops if there is like a mix-up somewhere, but I'm small enough. I only get a couple orders a week sometimes, so it's a manageable amount of stuff to deal with. But something I can't control is what the post office does with stuff once I have already sent it out. So they lost a package, even though I got tracking on it and everything. All that really seems to do is let me know that a package got sent somewhere. It arrived at someone's house, but not necessarily the right person's. So I'm sorry, Kaylin. I think I'm just gonna send you a new pair, or a pair of earrings, because you bought the stuff. You shouldn't have to be waiting for them. I haven't even gotten a response from the post office yet, though, and I messaged them the same day you messaged me, which I think was Tuesday, and today's Friday. I'm going to the post office now. I'm going to ask them about it. I've gone through this many times before, and it never helps, but you know, I want to make sure I'm doing whatever I can to get this sorted out. And also, a couple of the packages showed up with broken stuff inside. So I've already ordered a bunch of bubble mailers. Thankfully, I had some set aside, so I don't need to wait on the 2 sets that did already arrive broken. I can send new ones right away. One set, I had an extra earring charm, so I just put it on the findings and sent it out. This one, I'm just sending a whole new set. I'll likely in the future, like, if you have something that's broken, unless it's some very specialty, something that's wildly expensive to make a set of, I'll probably just send you a new pair, because you're going through the trouble of having to, you know, request new stuff from me, and it sucks when you order something and it shows up broken. So yeah, the customer service side of things is important because I care about you all, and I care that, you know, the stuff you're getting, you want to wear it and be able to wear it because I think they're neat and I think it's cool when other people wear stuff that I've made. Anyway, I have to go to the post office to send out a replacement pair. I got a nice bubble mailer. I have bright purple ones coming and I'm so excited. I'm hoping it'll make the tracking stuff easier just because they'll stand out a little bit rather than these like manila ones I have. That's not even manila, it's straight up like goldenrod yellow. But yeah, I'm hoping little things like that will help smooth out this process because I'm still so new. Oh my gosh, hi! I just finished my second nerd market. It was so dead so it's 4 hours. And for 3.5 of them, I didn't make a single sale. I wasn't feeling as discouraged as last time because I was prepared for this. And I have had other successes. But as I mentioned before, I felt like I would have been doing myself a disservice not doing it. Thing is, it's fucking gorgeous out. And it's the first nice day pretty much of the year. Like this feels like the first day of spring, summer. So there just weren't a lot of people. A lot of like compliments and comments and people took business cards and were asking about custom work and who knows if that'll turn into anything, but it was encouraging hearing that by like most of the people that looked at my stuff. And then I had my first repeat customer, like someone from the last nerd market who was one of the only people that bought anything from me. Granted, I only made 2 sales today, but yeah, the repeat customer is someone that had bought something in person, bought a replacement set because she lost one of the earrings, bought something from my Etsy shop, like found me online, which is great. Like any translation from IRL to online is great. I should not be this winded from walking that far. And only up like 2 flights of stairs. Yeah, so she bought 2 pairs of earrings. She bought the last Spectra Specs. Like I'll be restocking those with my next product launch at the beginning of June. That'll probably be out by the time you see it. So if you've been eyeing the Spectra Spec earrings, there's been a lot of activity for those on my Etsy shop, like a lot of favorites and like just that one in particular. And I haven't even made like specific posts for that. So I wonder if like someone shared it or if like that's just something people are looking up a lot. I don't know. But it's cool that so many people have favorited it. So those will be making a comeback in June. By the time this comes up, you should be able to get them. Yeah, so it was really nice like having someone remember my stuff and then come to my table specifically to like look for my new items. That felt so cool. So that was a first. And then there was this girl, apparently she's about to graduate high school and she like hates going shopping, couldn't find anything for her graduation dress. And she bought the checkerboard pinafore I made, like the overall dress thing. I'm really proud of how it came out, but I didn't know, because stuff like that with a fitted waistband and a zipper, it's hard to like fit the exact size, but it fit this girl perfect and she was so pumped about it. And I actually set it at a higher price than I have it in my Etsy shop. It had been on Etsy for $42, where I had it for $49 today, because I mean, I put a lot of time into that and care and everything, and when the mom found out it was handmade, she like lost her goddamn mind. And yeah, it fit the girl perfect. So she was like, please, please, please. And her mom was like, of course. Do you take card? If you don't take card, I will like walk to the bank to get cash right this second. And it just felt really good. So I made my table back, made my parking fee back, and covered my gas for today. So and covered the beer I bought. I bought myself a beer partway through because I was getting like a little anxious, and they also had a very good coffee stout on tap down the hall from me. So I wanted to treat myself so I didn't like get into a bummer headspace. And yeah, so I like legit broke even today, where I definitely lost money on the last one. So right at the end. But yeah, so my truck is empty right now. I need to go. I already like loaded everything out. It's on the sidewalk right now, but I was just like waiting for the line to clear out of vehicles so I can go load up my truck. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab my stuff so that lady doesn't think I just like abandoned all my shit. Really proud of the work I've been doing, and really proud of myself for not like getting panicky and just lowering prices because no one was buying stuff. I don't think it mattered what price anything was. There just weren't people there today. And yeah, I already got like 2 different people that followed me on Etsy like from the market today. So yeah, that was cool. All right, I'm gonna go and stop gushing over myself, and I'm gonna get some fucking Taco Bell for dinner because that's how like glamorous I am. Oh boy, ooh, I am a extra hot mess because like when am I not a hot mess, but I'm especially hot messy right now. So I did my event yesterday, picked up some garbage food on my way home, and fell violently ill, and then slept for like 14 hours. So feeling better today. I still gotta I'm gonna cut my hair, take a shower, probably go for a walk or something, just have a little like reset. I did just clean and reorganize my whole shop. This is always a wire nest down here, but I got all my like event stuff organized. It probably still looks pretty messy to you, but compared to what it was over here, there was like no floor space. And I vacuumed and everything, even though there's already shit on the floor again. Hopefully she'll have this by the time she sees it. But I was actually making this very sneakily on the live stream I did for 3.5 hours, y'all. I was up for another like hour and a half after that live stream ended. So Friday night was a very long night, but I was just in bonkers prep mode. But I made a little Nightwing pendant into a necklace for Samowitch. So I'm gonna send that to her. Oh, and I got my bubble mailers. They're so tiny. I felt like I was wasting so much space and everything with the bigger, I had like 8x10s or something, and it was protecting the thing well enough because they were just the only bubble mailers I had. But I got these that I think will work well for the jewelry. I'm not as worried about the necklaces, but the earrings, just because the jump rings stick out a little more. Oh, actually, that's not even the right Wonder Woman design. I'm glad I just showed that off and took an extra look at it. So yeah, one of my goals with the reorganizing of that shelf is that I needed to have easy access. The post office lost earring order I sent. Kaylin, I'm gonna write you a message when I go to actually ship these out, but thank you so much. So I think I explained the other day, but the post office lost a package, and that's just part of having an Etsy shop, is I'm gonna have to eat the cost of occasional things, like a couple pairs have broken also, so I've sent new replacement pairs out for that. Hopefully these bubble mailers will help. They're not like the thickest thing, but there's bubble wrap on both sides. But yeah, so anyway, I'm sending out a replacement order because, yeah, Kaylin was just like really nice and reordered the whole thing, like paid for a whole nother set, even though she absolutely did not have to. Yeah, it's a little scary, like not having any events booked for, let's see, it's mid to late May now. I don't have anything for all of June, July, or August. And then I have a really big event in September. And I'm hoping to like start booking more stuff once fall comes around. But summer, I feel like is slow for indoor markets and stuff. I'm going to try to get a table at a flea market. We'll see how that turns out. It's free for like one weekend a year at the one nearby me. So I'm going to look into that. I'm not sure what to expect. But if it's not going to cost me anything and I can kind of plan to just sit and work on stuff that I can do outdoors, I think that'll be a productive way to spend my time. Plus it ends at like 3 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays, so, and the whole weekend is free for your first time every year, so I don't see any issue doing it. If it's nice weather, might as well. The upside of not having deadlines of events is like, yes, I have my own deadline set for the Etsy shop. I want new items at the beginning of every month. I'll do a launch every month going forward, I think is the plan. Oh, one of my wigs fell down. Oh no, that scared the crap out of me. But yeah, I get to do more time-intensive projects, and also I can make one-offs. I don't need a crazy huge inventory for each item kind of a thing, you know? Because when I have a display setup, if I have a dedicated setup for specific items, I don't want to just have one of them, because then I have to like reset something up the second that is sold and I have a new thing. The only exception is the garment rack, because it's just a matter of swapping out a hanger, so that's not the end of the world. Okay, as always, I'm to the point where I'm just procrastinating now. Well, hi. It's Monday, 20th of May. I'm filing receipts. The most exciting part of running your own business. I've actually already gone for a walk and caught a bunch of Pokemon. I did a couple like chore things around the house. I have just all day unopened text on my phone that says avoid Game of Thrones spoilers, dummy, just to keep myself from like accidentally going onto social media and scrolling anywhere. Like I went to check some Facebook notifications because I am part of a vendor group thing, like art fair, craft market, vendor market, farmers market, seller type group. And I had posted the table setup I had on Saturday, and it didn't get approved till like late in the day yesterday. I was asking for feedback on my grid wall setup because I feel like it needed a little something, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And then people were like, yeah, just put some kind of material behind the grids, like clip all your jewelry to the front of the grids, because I had them set up as like a 4x4, oh no, sorry, 2x2 cube wall thing, but it needed something. And yeah, then people were like, just put like plain material behind it just so people can't like see through it. It'll make the items pop a little more. So yeah, that was useful, but I had asked this question and then not looked at my computer last night. So yeah, I was looking for feedback. Managed to not, I literally like put my hand over the bottom 2/3 of my screen on my phone so I wouldn't accidentally see anyone else's post before I went to the post I had made. And same thing, like I checked my Instagram notifications on my business page, like Twitter notifications, and yeah, I just kept covering. Oh, and with YouTube also, because I had some spoilers happen at like 8 o'clock Monday morning after the Battle of Winterfell episode. I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you haven't seen it. Yeah, someone had posted like a theory video, but they had spoilers in the thumbnail and the title, and I was so mad. It wasn't the biggest spoiler ever, but like I would have enjoyed that part of the episode they referenced more. Like I would have been more surprised by what was happening because they made me aware something weird was going to happen with a certain group. Yeah, I wouldn't have known otherwise. Also, if you know what I'm talking about, they just never explain anything about that. Okay, let's not get into it. Anyways, the fuck was I talking about? Oh, right. Tax stuff. Super riveting tax talk with someone that doesn't know what they're doing. Ding. All right, time for iced coffee and actually, you know, sorting the receipts. Okay, hi. I filmed a thrift fabric haul video thing earlier. Ooh, this lighting though. Oh no, this is just making me realize how very white I am. It feels a little like Campfire Story. So spooky. I went to a really cool park this morning. It's like an old zoo, or like that was the vibe I was getting, but there's no active like animal habitat things set up, so you're just like walking through all of it. It's really, really neat. And there was a giant shoe there, and it was just really nice out, which meant it was riddled with children, but there were also puppies, so like, you know, you win some, you lose some. I gone thrifting at this Goodwill that has like a regular retail store and then the by the pound room, which is kind of scary. I talk about it more in this haul video, so I'll link to it somewhere. The fuck, people are animals. But I had a great success and need to never do an accent again. Okay, I'm gonna end that there. Good morning! I don't know if my last update included my hair being a different color, but here we are. And by new, I mean I redid the color I've had for fucking years at this point. I try to switch it up sometimes and like throw some purple in there, but it never lasts as long, so always back to blue. I have filmed this bit 100 times and it keeps going for so long. So just a little Cliff Notes version of the ramble is went away this past weekend. Actually took a weekend off with the exception of Saturday. I uploaded and published the video of the pocket wall hanging thing. I did get kind of panicky because Friday night I got an Etsy order and all my Etsy stuff that's like already made, I don't have to custom situate for anybody, is set to next day ship, but Etsy didn't account for the holiday because Monday was Memorial Day. And I got real flustered about it and was like, I have to leave like 5 o'clock Monday morning. There was nothing to be done about the Etsy order. So yeah, my friends and my partner talked me into staying for another day and just enjoying visiting with the people that I was visiting with because I love them very much and it was great. Got to play a ton of Pokemon Go. I walked so much. It was great. I did get like maybe a little too much sun, but it's my fault. I'm very bad about wearing sunblock. You should wear sunblock if you're going outside. I did still end up coming home, I think at like 2 or 2:30 Monday afternoon, Memorial Day afternoon. I started my drive home. I hit a little traffic, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, to be honest. And I did end up still going to the post office because they have the self-serve kiosk, and just for my own peace of mind, I wanted the package to be dated on like the stamp thing that prints out as shipped on the day that the, you know, order was saying, just so, you know, I want to do whatever I can to keep customers happy. You know, that seemed like a reasonable thing. I had to go to the post office to drop it off anyway. So like either do it once I got home on the Monday when I just had to use self-serve kiosk and like maybe pay a little more for shipping because they don't allow you like all the categories on the machine, at least from what I've noticed. Or I would have had to like go in a frenzy Tuesday morning before work because I work at 9 and it's a half-hour drive and the post office opens at 8:30. So like I figured it was just easier to do it Monday night. Anyway, it was just nice getting that done. Speaking of Etsy stuff, I am doing another product launch probably the day this video comes up. It'll be the June 1st, Saturday. do another Etsy launch. I should probably do like a small separate video about the designs because I still have to put a couple together. But yeah, I'm excited for product launch. It's been interesting seeing the difference in sales as I do these launches. Well, I've done one. We'll see how this one goes. At the beginning of May, I got more orders than I've ever gotten in my Etsy shop, which was amazing. And of course, like I just released a bunch of stuff and then it's petered out. Like the order I had to deliver on Monday was the only order like either end of a week, you know? So yeah, it had definitely slowed down. I do have to say, nice having the part-time job that I go to. It's 2 days a week. I had a really long day there yesterday, but it felt so good to like, the longer I work doesn't necessarily mean more income, where if I work longer at an hourly job, that's like a stable income coming in. Like I'm guaranteed that money, where that's not the case when you're working for yourself. You're just like trying to make products that you hope will do okay, but also things you like to make, which is, it's a blessing and a curse. I get to make whatever the fuck I want, spend as much time as I want on each thing, and just let my creative whims take me wherever it goes. The problem with that is that doesn't necessarily mean people want to buy your shit or like have you work on stuff for them. Yes, the costume, no, ugh. The tailoring shop job is less creative than me working in my shop, but it's stable. I get to do like time trials on myself as far as keeping my efficiency up. Like I'm still sewing when I'm there, which is my favorite thing to do. So I am learning things as far as uniform patch and like wrist braid placement and how to take certain things in properly. And yeah, just like testing myself to see how many pairs of pants I can hem in an hour. Like it feels good to do those things. And yeah, I get a paycheck every week, which is very important. So granted, this month has been better than any other with my Etsy shop. I do have to say I'm very, very proud of myself for budgeting to a point. I haven't had to dip into any of my savings. It's not like my shop has taken off and been featured at any point or like it's been shared by people, but it's mostly you all buying stuff, which I cannot express enough how thankful I am for that. I hope you're liking the things you're getting, but a huge reason I haven't had to like get panicky and dig into my savings yet is also because of Patreon. Like straight up, I know I say this every month and maybe it sounds hokey sometimes, but that's a huge factor in me being able to do this. So like to the shout out to your Jeanette and Rob and Doug and everyone above and below that. Like even if you give, there's a couple people that don't want any perks for what they do, like Dustin and everyone. Every dollar that is sent my way like keeps my shit afloat, with the exception of this past weekend. Like I spent money on gas and a little bit on food, which felt like a huge luxury to be doing. The only reason I haven't had to like tear apart my savings account, keep myself like level with everything is because of you. So I really hope you know how big of an impact it has like on my livelihood and just my life and everything. It's huge. So thank you. Like I know that doesn't even express how much I mean that, but yeah, it really means like a fuckload. If I swear, does it make it mean more to you? Does it help express how big the feeling is? I feel like I always end these adventure vlogs like kind of deep in the cheese, but it's also like the point in the video where I kind of get to reflect on how the month has gone. I feel like I derailed the train of thought I was on, but what else is new? I don't know if I mentioned these things very often, but I do. I have like a Twitter and Instagram that are both Holy Crap It's Joe. I also have like a business page Instagram called Sewing Nerd Studios. There's a Twitter for that, but it's just a direct link from my Instagram stuff. I have a Facebook page called Sewing Nerd. Maybe it's Facebook/Sewing Nerd Studios. That's linked down below. And as I mentioned, I have an Etsy shop. If you don't even feel obligated to buy anything, but if you just want to like give it a follow, then you'll at least like know when I'm sending new stuff out. I do have a Patreon. I also have a coffee page if you don't want to like commit to a monthly thing, although again, don't feel obligated for any of that. I know times are hard for everybody and like I get it. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be putting stuff out. I'm gonna go and we'll do some more cool shit in June. I don't have specific things planned. Ooh, I'm going to a concert and I'm gonna feel really old, but that's okay. I hope I hope you're all having a good summer so far. I don't think summer technically starts yet, but it's like, you know, the Memorial Day to Labor Day, technically summer season. Thank you all for hanging out. Check out all the shit I was yelling about if you would like, and I'll see you next month. Too many things open on the computer.